Oh, hi, it's Randy Kelly. I'm Carrot Top again. My hair was not supposed to be this orange, okay? I went. Okay, so I had bleached hair. I want to go black. You have to add warmth back to your hair because it has no warmth. The bleach strips it of the warmth, so it'll turn green if I go black. So I had to add orange or red, so I went orange. And next is black. That's happened to me like 100 times where I'll dye my hair black after being blonde, and it starts okay, but then as you wash it, it turns green. There's this green hue to it, and I'm like, I don't want green hair, I want black hair. So I've told everybody this story once again. This is a story that I've told all my friends, everybody in my life, so I'm so sorry if you have to rehear this, but there's thousands of people that don't know this story, so I'm going to tell it. Something happened the other day, and I was like, that's a YouTube video. This was quite an unfortunate situation, considering my life has been very peaceful lately. I haven't drank alcohol, for instance, in 6 weeks. I marked 6 weeks yesterday. I'm like, wow, I've had no drama, no conflict. I've had a really peaceful life. And then this fucking shit has to happen on Monday. Okay, for years, I've been doing shit to prevent me from balding. I use minoxidil, which is a foam, and then I use Propecia or finasteride, which is a pill. You have to get it through a dermatologist. You have to have a prescription for the finasteride. So every year I have to go to the dermatologist to get this prescription. Every single year I am obligated to go to the dermatologist so I can continue getting finasteride, which is so dumb, honestly, because you sit in the chair, they look at your hair for 2 seconds. Like literally she was like, oh, okay. I'm like, really? I had to pay money for that? But you gotta do what you gotta do. So the last time I was in this office was a year and a half ago, July 2024, because I had to go in there because I was about to get microblading done on my eyebrows. I wanted to make sure I wouldn't get a keloid on my face from getting microblading, because that's a thing. Since I was already there, they were like, okay, we can give you the prescription for Propecia. You don't have to come back. So in 2025, I did not go to this office. Here I am, 2026, and I'm back. I have gone here for years. So I specifically remember the last time I was there, I paid $75. And every other year, it was $70 or maybe even less. And yeah, it's been a minute, but it hasn't been 10 years or something. It hasn't been 5 years, 10 years. No, it was like a year and a half ago. And I didn't really think that the price changed that much. I was anticipating, okay, I'm going to have to pay $75 today. Let's go. And that was already sad to me because I don't want to spend $75. I'm a big saver. You think I want to spend $75 for someone to look at my hair for 2 seconds, not even do anything, and be like, oh yeah, you can continue taking a medication that you were already taking for 8 years. Like, that's stupid. Wait, actually, it's been 9 years. I've been on this medication for 9 years, so I already know the side effects. I already know everything regarding this medication. So that's pretty goddamn stupid to spend $75 on this, but I have to do it. So it was me, my mom, my sister that go to this doctor's office because we were going to go out together after this. Normally, I would just pay this on my own, but since my mom was with me, we were talking about it on the way there. She was like, well, I could probably just pay for it if you want. And I was like, thanks, mom. So we get to this fucking office. I walk in. They're coming behind me. So I get to the front desk, and it's this girl with glasses. She seemed very nice, and I was like, hi, I'm here for an appointment. My mom and my sister, who's in a wheelchair, pull up to the front as well, to the front desk, and this girl hands me a piece of paper, and it's like, it's going to be $150. I was like, I was shook, and I look over at my mom because she said she was going to pay for it, but it's $150. Like, we thought it was going to be $75 because that's what it was last time. We were under the impression we were paying $75, and that's double what we thought we were paying. As soon as I heard $150, I looked at her, I was like, I'm not a broke bitch, but $150 compared to $75 that's not the same thing. You could be a millionaire, a billionaire. It's normal to inquire, why is the price that high when it's never been like that before in our life? I also work with the public and pricing and things, and I have to explain to people why pricing is a certain way sometimes. Like wealthy people, even wealthy people give a fuck how much they're spending. Like maybe that's how they remain wealthy. So my mom says to the girl, I thought it was 75. Like they told me on the phone it was going to be 75. Now, I don't know if that's true. I was not on that phone call. I think they tried to get a hold of me and I was working, and she's my primary contact. So I think they contacted her about this appointment. I don't know if they said $75 on the phone. However, last time we were there and every other year, it's been 75 or lower. So my mom was inquiring, like, why is it 150? Like, I thought it was 75. And she wasn't irate. This was not a scene. We were not making a scene. I wasn't saying anything. We never claimed we weren't going to pay it. All of a sudden, like a bat out of hell, this woman next to the girl helping us chimes in, and she pipes in uninvited, and she's very aggressive, very combative, very confrontational and arrogant and just rude as fuck. Like right off the bat. She's like, that's not possible. Nobody would have ever told you that. It's never been 70. It's never been 75. No way. No way. That can't be true. Blah, 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 blah. Like acting like this is an outrageous claim that it was ever $75. There's no way in hell that would ever be a thing. No way. What are you talking about? How dare you lie? Her tone, her demeanor, everything was so combative. Like I said, I was like, girl, calm the fuck down in my head. She was implying that we were lying and that my mom was lying about it ever being $75. And that's crazy for us to even think that. And she was so rude. rude about it. I've worked with the public for years, but specifically right now, I work with a job where they have to pay like a monthly thing. So I deal directly with people and paying money, and like people have inquired about pricing before. As an employee, you don't start off right away very aggressive trying to start a fight. It's like she wanted an argument. She wanted to be that head bitch in charge. Like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And it's like, girl, this is a fucking doctor's office. We did not come in here to bicker and have a brawl and like be arguing with you. Like, you seem to want to argue. Like, your tone and your demeanor, and it was disrespectful, and it like really irked me. I got really infuriated for a minute there. I was getting so fucking pissed, but like I wasn't saying anything. I was keeping my cool. I wasn't saying anything. My mom was doing the talking, but she kept saying like, there's no way to be 75. There's no way. So I finally chimed in and I was like, well, it was. And yes, I had a fucking attitude because you had an attitude. So she looks at my history. She's like, well, you haven't been here since 2024. It was $75. Bingo, $75. The number that she was acting like was outrageous, that we just came up with that number and it didn't exist. And no, girl, the last time I was there, we paid $75 just like every other time I've gone there. So don't act like that's crazy. And yeah, I haven't been there since July of 2024 because that was the last time it was necessary for me to be in that office. She's like, well, it was 75 when you came. In 2025, it went up to 100. And now in 2026, it's 150. And I'm like, ugh. And I look over at my mom and I can tell she just doesn't really want to pay for this. She doesn't want to pay the 150 for my appointment, which I understand. She thought she was paying 75 and now it's 150. And I'm so frustrated with this experience and this interaction. And now I have to pay $150 and I'm just so fucking pissed. And the bitch is like, okay, so are you guys going to cancel or are you going to pay for it? And I said, we're just going to pay for it. I literally said it like that. I literally lost my shit and said it like that. I wanted to make it clear. I am pissed. I am annoyed. Stop talking to me like this. Stop talking to me. First of all, you weren't even part of this. Why are you talking to me still? Go away. So I literally was like, we're just gonna pay for it. Meaning me. Like me, I am the one paying for it. I should have been saying, I'll just pay for it. Shut the fuck up. And you could tell the middle woman, the one that was initially helping us, that was in between all of this happening, was so uncomfortable. She looked like she was so anxious. I was anxious. This gave me anxiety. I should not have this experience at a doctor's office. I should not be anxious. No, but that middle girl like looked like I felt bad for her. She felt really awkward and I felt awkward. And I was like, this was just awkward. You know, also my mindset was like, I'm already here. I'm going to fucking pay for this and just do it. I am here. I want my Propecia for the year. I also wanted to inquire about tretinoin. That's like a retinol, but stronger. You have to have a prescription for it. I got it in Mexico with no prescription, but I ran out and I want to keep using it. So I have to get a prescription. I was like, I'm here for two things. I'm just going to do this. This has been a horrible experience, but I just want to get through it. So actually the girl that led me to the room was very nice and friendly. And then the doctor, of course, was very nice. She's helped me before. So I had a good experience with them. It's so funny. It's like night and day. While we were in that waiting room, I was like, let's just find a new place next time. Because first of all, they keep upping the price every single year. So what's it going to be next year? $200? How do you literally double your price in a year and a half? It went from $75 to $150 in a year and a half. That's a big hike. I never said I wasn't going to pay it. The girl at the front was acting as if we were like, oh, well, we're not going to pay for that and that's not happening. We never said that. Like, I never said I wasn't going to pay for it, but I'm allowed to ask, like, why is it so fucking expensive? So no, I don't really want to go to your office that keeps upping the price every single year and you're rude as shit. I get questioned at my job if it's hiked up $10 and then I'm not allowed to ask, why is this $75 more than it was last time? As if life isn't expensive enough and I have to pay this much money just to go to a dermatologist that I don't even want to go to see in the first place. Like, all I want is to keep my fucking hair and you're requiring me to come here. So anyway, I get a text after this and I never do this. I never leave reviews, but I got a text. Oh, hi, Randy. How was your experience? Rate it out of 5 and give us feedback. I literally gave it 1 out of 5 stars. And then I explained the whole situation. And I even said the doctor was great. The girl leading me in was great. They were nice. That was a nightmare at the front desk and it was unnecessary. It was verbal abuse. It was condescending. It was rude. It wasn't just rude. It was like, you want to fucking fight. You want to brawl and you want to be a bitch. And the only time I was rude or giving an attitude was giving it right back to her. So I didn't start off that way. I wasn't some unhinged, crazy customer that was being like, I'm not paying for that. Yeah. Like throwing things and screaming. I didn't do any of that. I didn't even say anything rude either. So it's like, you started that shit and then this is the response you get, bitch. Because you also have to stand up for yourself. I'm not going to be some loser that just sits here and lets you verbally assault me. But like, you're sitting behind a desk being a bitch. Like, for what reason? So anyway, it was horrible and I'll be finding a new place. Unfortunately, I like that doctor. That's really unfortunate, but also it's expensive. It keeps getting more and more expensive. I'm a big believer in treating workers with a lot of respect, a lot of dignity, a lot of treating them very, very well, because I want to be treated very, very well. And I did treat them well, but it was a money thing and we were just trying to get to the bottom of what was going on. So I don't know what, all of this could have been avoided, but at the end of the day, I paid the $150 and I was always going to pay for it. So I don't know why any of this had to happen, but it is what it is. Welcome to YouTube. And I didn't know her name, so I couldn't say her name in the review. I literally said the girl with the face mask. So that was quite a day, but you know what? We went out for my sister's birthday that evening, so it turned out to be a better evening than day. But yeah, at the time, that kind of ruined my day. I was like, well, that was a bunch of shit. Watch me go bald anyway. This hair better be worth it. I better keep it the rest of my life, literally. So yes, I'm $150 poorer, and it's okay. It's really not that big of a deal. This story is not that big of a deal, but it's worthy of a YouTube video. Okay, so PSA, be fucking nice. Okay? And that's coming from me. Just kidding. No, I'm nice. I'm nice, I'm friendly, and people need to be friendlier. So until next time, I'll talk to you soon.